For years, when we've talked about the best software on a phone, a couple of huge names always come to mind. But what if a major new player is about to completely shake up that conversation? Today, we're doing a deep dive into Xiaomi's massively ambitious new operating system, HyperOS 3.
Okay, that is a really bold claim, right? In the tech world, changing the game is a phrase that gets thrown around a lot, but it sets an incredibly high bar. This tells you right off the bat that Xiaomi wants us to see this as way more than just a yearly update. They're signaling a massive shift in how they think about software.
And really, it all boils down to these three core promises you see right here: smoothest, smartest, and lightest. These are the huge goals Xiaomi has set for itself. So let's break it down and see if they can actually deliver.
First up, let's talk about that smoothest claim. I mean, performance is where you really feel an operating system, isn't it? It's in every single tap, every swipe. And with HyperOS 3, it's obvious they have poured a ton of effort into a complete performance overhaul.
20%. According to Xiaomi, that's how much faster apps are going to launch on HyperOS 3. Now, on paper, that might not sound like a crazy number, but just think about how many times you open an app every single day. This isn't just some small tweak, it's a real, tangible speed boost you'd feel constantly.
And this speed boost, it goes way deeper than just opening apps. We're talking about much smarter RAM management. So what does that actually mean for you? Well, it means your phone can juggle more apps in the background without breaking a sweat. So you can flick between your messages, a web browser, and a game without all those frustrating lags and reloads.
And this is where Xiaomi is really throwing down the gauntlet. They've created something they call hyper animations, with one crystal clear target: achieving iOS-level smoothness. They are going directly after that fluid, buttery smooth feeling that Apple is so famous for, aiming to finally get rid of the stutters and jitters that can still sometimes pop up on Android.
But look, a great OS isn't just fast. It's got to be smart. And that's the second big promise here: intelligence. HyperOS 3 is leaning hard into AI, weaving it throughout the entire system to make your experience way more intuitive and helpful.
And believe me, when they say everywhere, they mean it. This is not some gimmick. We're talking about practical AI that helps you type faster. They can intelligently expand the background of a photo to frame it just right, and even cleans up the noise on your phone calls so you're always heard perfectly. This is useful, everyday stuff.
And here is probably the most crucial part of their whole AI strategy: on-device processing. So why is this such a big deal? Well, it means your personal data, your photos, your messages, isn't being sent off to some random cloud server to be analyzed. It all happens right there on your phone, which is a massive win for privacy.
All right, now for pillar number 3, and this is where the ambition really kicks into high gear: the ecosystem. HyperOS 3 isn't just for your phone. It's designed to be the central nervous system for all of your Xiaomi devices, promising what they're calling cross-device magic.
And yeah, this slide pretty much captures that vision perfectly. The goal is to make your phone, your tablet, your laptop, and your TV stop feeling like separate islands. They should all act as one single unified system. Think about it. You copy a link on your phone, and you can just instantly paste it on your laptop. Your tablet just becomes a second screen for your computer, no setup needed. That's the kind of seamless magic they're aiming for.
Of course, all this powerful tech under the hood needs a new look to match it. So beyond the internal mechanics, HyperOS 3 is getting a major visual redesign. And this is where that third promise, lightest, comes back into play. Not just in terms of speed, but in a clean, minimal design.
So what does this new look actually mean for you? Well, it means a whole lot more personalization. You get these highly customizable lock screens with new styles and fonts. The widgets are now way more interactive and genuinely useful, and the control center has been cleaned up to be much more intuitive. The whole idea is to make your phone feel more uniquely yours.
So when you put it all together, the performance overhaul, the integrated AI, the connected ecosystem, and the new design, it becomes really clear. This is not just another update. This is a statement.
And hey, this isn't some far-off concept. It is happening right now. As you can see, the rollout is starting with their latest flagship devices like the Xiaomi 14 series. But the key takeaway here is that Xiaomi has confirmed this is just the beginning, with many more devices set to get the update very soon.
This right here is probably the most important thing to understand. HyperOS 3 is not just MIUI 15 with a new name slapped on it. No, it's a completely new foundation, rebuilt from the ground up. This is the software that's designed to power Xiaomi's entire ecosystem for the next decade.
It truly is the end of an era. For over a decade, MIUI has been the face of Xiaomi. But as this makes clear, HyperOS is a deliberate and complete break from that past. It's the company pivoting toward a far more integrated and ambitious future.
Which, of course, leaves us with the one big question. Xiaomi has laid out this powerful vision for a faster, smarter, and more connected world. But is it enough to truly take on the polished, established giants like Samsung's One UI and Apple's iOS? Well, that is the real test, and only time will tell.